Take a look at what happened.
And former President Trump, just a short time ago, releasing a statement on his Truth social media account saying in part, quote, "I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America."
We want to bring in now Matt Klink, political consultant. Matt, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You see the video, you could hear the shots that erupted. There's still so much that we don't know, right, about this investigation. The former president saying that he felt something hit his ear. He thinks it may have been a bullet. He knew immediately that something was wrong. Whatever it was, just describe the sheer panic that erupted, you know, at the time of the political event. People are going to a rally that's supposed to be packed and energized, and something like this happens.
Well, this is one of those rare occurrences that thankfully America hasn't seen for 40 years. But look, I mean, apparently the shooter was outside of the actual perimeter of the event and shot from an elevated position. I think it's pretty amazing if you look at the heroic nature of the men and women on Secret Service that it went in and immediately covered up the president, and then the counter sniper team that actually took out the gunman on the elevated position. So they acted quickly. They performed amazing. And then the other thing I have to say is Donald Trump is just flat out tough as nails. He's shot in the ear, and he stands up and raises his fist to the crowd and yells, "Fight, fight, fight." I mean, there's already a picture that's blowing up the internet of him doing that with the American flag behind him. Yeah. I mean, it will get millions of views.
Mm-hmm. And Matt, what does this do to the campaign now? Do both teams start kind of tapping down the rhetoric, not trying to inflame things?
Well, no, don't forget the Republican convention is next week, Rick. I think you're going to see the Republicans go after this. I mean, how long have we heard from Joe Biden that and other Democrats that Donald Trump is an existential threat to democracy? You know, just this past week, Joe Biden's campaign team released a note that said we have to put a bullseye on Donald Trump. You know, John Tester, senator in Montana, said we have to punch him in the face. The Democrats have called him evil. I think you're going to see the Republicans fire back hard at the Democrats, and their calls to calm the rhetoric now, they're weak at best because they've been inflaming the situation going after Donald Trump.
And do you think that's what prompted this person to take up a spot on the roof and fire at the former president?
You know, we don't know that yet. I think we're going to learn a lot more in the next 24 to 48 hours. But I will tell you that the caustic rhetoric that we've been hearing across the board about Donald Trump for the last 6 years is certainly not helping the situation. So, I mean, again, we don't know if they're related, and we're going to find out a lot more. But I think you will hear that, you know, calls by the Democrats to calm the rhetoric are all well and good. But, I mean, look, Joe Biden's running $10 million of ads in swing states. He pulled them down tonight, but those ads target Donald Trump personally. So again, it's all well and good in politics until something like this happens, because you win by being tough. Yeah. But, you know,
we'll see where it goes. Matt Klink, we thank you for that.
Thank you, Rick.